Yo, what's up guys? It's Tong for Two here, or people know me on as Chessman on Lost Ark. Today I'm just giving you guys an updated support, I guess build guide on what I'm currently running right now. I've made some small tweaks since my last support video, so I just wanted to make an updated version, give you guys a little bit more insight based on kind of the new raids that have come out since then. Um, but yeah, let's just dive right in. So right now, just if you guys didn't see the previous video, I'm 286 roster. I've cleared Thaemine a bunch of times. I think the last video I posted, the support video I posted, it was a little bit before Thaemine came out, but things have changed since then. But yeah, 286 roster. My Paladin is 1624. It is my main, so I am a support main. Been playing this for a while. But yeah, let's just go right into kind of the build. I haven't changed the build at all since I guess ancient accessories came out. I'm still rocking Expert, Drops of Ether, Vital Point Hit, Awakening, and Blessed Dara. Again, my playstyle for support is really revolved around kind of providing utility for whatever my party needs. So if it's like stagger, I'm always providing the extra, stagger skills. Um, I have drops of ether. That's kind of an RNG thing, but yeah, I haven't not transitioned off of my relic accessories. Just considering support doesn't really change much. You don't really improve a whole lot, even with the new gear accessories that you would you know have and stats that you would get from transition to ancient. So still rocking relic, and now that the roadmap for summer and fall is coming out, it looks like we're going to tier 4. It looks like some new accessories are going to come out, so I'll probably start switching it up then. Gem wise, I have two level 10 gems. They are in the two main skills, so like Heavenly Blessing and then Holy Protection. Holy Protection is your main shield skill, Heavenly Blessing is one of your main kind of buff skills. Yeah, more attack power and meter gain, as well as MP recovery for the rest of your party. Everything else is a level 7 gem. Um, but yeah, slowly improving them to level 8 as soon as we hit tier 4. So, um, and of course, cards lastly, Lost Wind Cliff 30 is the best that you can rock. So, that's kind of the main build. I'll go into kind of the skills that I'm rocking. So, the skills I'm currently rocking, and I know this has been debated a little bit, but really, it depends on what your play style. Right now, I use Sword of Justice for the Thaemine, especially, um, mostly because the marking. So this is your marking skill, um, and I used, I guess, the tripods 111. Reason why is the marking skill, it lasts for a really long time, 10 seconds. And the CD, especially if you have a CD gem, it's pretty fast. So when you put it on the boss, right, it gives you a chance to place it again, and even if you miss, you have a little bit of time to recover. So that's why I'm currently using Sword of Justice. Whereas, Light Shock, I have like a separate build for Light Shock, but I know the marking skill, it's for only 6 seconds versus 10, right? So you have to be a little bit more on top of the boss in marking, especially with the shorter time for the marking. Um, and that just kind of depends situationally if you just want to spam it, right? I was one of those players who always spammed it, but with Thaemine, especially when you want to dodge a lot more and maybe run away from the boss, I think the 10 seconds is a little bit more useful, so that's why I use that. So yeah, 111 is the tripods. For Light of Judgment, I use 322. This is kind of your main meter gain skill, so you always shoot this out as soon as you need to regain that meter for Blessed Aura. I use Quick Recharge rune for this skill. And also, by the way, for Sword of Justice, I use Convictions, and I'll try to proc Conviction Judgment. I'll show you guys what my Judgment skill is later. Holy Sword, rocking 112 as a tripod. I have an Overwhelmed Rune for more stagger. This is one of your counter skills as well. I usually throw this skill out just if the boss has a stagger meter. I know Thaemine doesn't really have stagger meter, so these two skills are kind of not useful as much, but I know for the first two gates they are. Use Executioner's Sword, Overwhelm Rune again. Tripods are 2, 1, 2. I have God's Decree, which is using my Judgment skill. So you're gonna want to proc your Sword of Justice, and then when you see the Conviction proc, then you want to cast this for the Judgment. Gives you some better skill cooldown, and you get resource recovery. I'm rocking Tripods 111, Heavenly Blessings. I'm rocking 331. I have a Wealth Rune on it for more meter gain. Wrath of God. I have a Wealth Rune on that as well. It's only epic though. Tripods are 322. And then I have a Holy Protection. I have a Legendary Gale Wind on it, and that is 312. So the playstyle is pretty simple. Any good Paladin player is going to be maxing out your Blessed Aura as fast as you can. As soon as you fill up the meter, you're going to want to cast it, and then you want to regain that meter as fast as you can by rotating your skills efficiently. So typically when a raid starts, right, let's see, let's just summon. Typically, you want to proc your marking skill, and this is the marking skill, right, that you want to make sure that you maintain as high as possible. As you don't want it to ever like run out, and because I have a nice cooldown gem on it, my CDR is pretty fast, so it gives you time where even if you miss one, you could always recycle it and maybe recast, right, and still maintain it. Particularly when the fight starts, you proc your marking skill, conviction. It's good to have get your judgment proc right away. There it didn't proc. Let's see if we could proc it. Reset cooldowns. Conviction, judgment. Then once your judgment, sometimes, occasionally I'll use my awakening. Immediately fills the meter. Proc this, your Blessed Aura for the rest of your teammates. Essentially, your Blessed Aura is just, party damage increase. They get a little bit of healing. So you want to make sure you maintain this as much as possible. And then you always want to cycle your Holy Protection whenever it's up. And then I think the two main skills that you want to make sure that you have 100% uptime on is your Heavenly Blessings and your Wrath of God. So after you do your marking skill, right, you're going to want to use like Heavenly Blessing first. And then you have the Valor, which is your attack power buff. That's going to be, you can see the counter there. As soon as it hits about like 1 second, you want to recast Wrath of God. Again, you keep cycling your, your other skills. And as soon as that meter's gone, then you just recast, you cycle back to Heavenly Blessings. So honestly, you're just recasting between Heavenly Blessings and Wrath of God. You're just rotating them. You're trying not to overlap them as much as possible. But this is like your typical rotation, right? If they, have stagger bar, you might use some of these skills. As soon as this comes down to the 0, recast, just do some shields, look to regain your meter. They cast Blessed Aura. And then it's nice now where your awakening doesn't actually have to hit the boss anymore. So sometimes if the awakening is up and it's a good time for my DPS to keep hitting the boss, I'll sometimes cast the awakening right here, and just because the meter will just refill itself and you can still maintain it without having to refill it completely. Let's see, because if you actually just cast awakening itself, the meter doesn't actually fill completely. You have to cast at least Light of Judgment and then Heavenly Blessings, 2 skills additionally, to then proc it. But if, while it's still going, you could still kind of refill the bar. I usually do it when it's like only a third left, just to proc it. So pretty simple. Again, Paladin's not anything too complicated, to be honest. Again, kind of my build. I switch between Sword of Justice and Light Shock. My Thaemine build, um, I actually sometimes swap out was it Holy Sword with Holy Area. This is just because Thaemine doesn't have a stagger bar. They don't really have counters. Um, so I will swap this out for some damage reduction for all my allies, right? And then I also give let's see, do more meter gain by just casting it on the boss. So I'll swap it out occasionally with Holy Area um, versus using a Holy Sword. I always like to have at least like one blue skill. That way, um, at least for the first two gates, you're still able to provide that additional stagger if needed and some countering. I guess I could show off my elixirs. I've done Transcendence for my Paladin. Everything is at least 5 flowers. I think my helm is 6 flowers. So I've only done normal mode Thaemine. Um, so I've just done the Transcendence for the first two levels, and I won't be going any further until they nerf the costs and the resources for that when we hit tier 4. If we want to take a look at my elixirs, so my helm, I have Luminary Order 5, Strength 4. That's kind of my best set. For the shoulders, I have 5/5, Healing Enhancement, and Resource Blessing. Preferably, I think I would want a Shield Enhancement, since Paladin isn't as good with kind of shielding, in my opinion. For the chest, I have a 5 on max HP and Master of Evasion. Reason why max HP is a little bit more important is just because the shielding is based off of your, or I guess the HP pool is really good, especially for supports when the shields are a percentage of your HP. For my pants, I have Ally Enhancement and level 2 Potion Poisoning. And then my glove is Strength 5, Luminary 5. So there you go. I don't plan on re-rolling those anytime soon now that I hit 40 set. But yeah, I don't want to keep this video too long. I think I showed off the build, showed off my skill trees, showed off the rotation. So that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, if you want more kind of videos like this. And I'll talk a little bit more about what I plan to do with Tier 4 and Lost Ark coming up soon. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.